Energy Stadium, Philadelphia, on the banks of the Delaware. It's a beautiful day for rugby. A little bit of cloud cover, keeping the temps down. Gareth almost wants to make you put your boots on again.
Yeah, these guys are having fun. Great first quarterfinal. This one's 4 seed versus 5 seed.
Well, we've mentioned bench depth and edge to Lindenwood here. This first 7, though, for Iona, they were all here yesterday, or last year, I should say.
Yeah.
There was a good look at the bald head of head coach Paul Enright for Iona.
Oh, what a start and a kick for Lindenwood.
So LT and Tyron Al-Jabori go back for the ball and win it for Lindenwood off the kick. Restart's so important. You are a specialist in the air, Colin Hawley. How much does that do for your team when you know you can win your own ball back?
It has to start with the kickoff. It's such a pivotal point of maintaining possession in this game. You get that ball back and you starve the other team of possession, not much you can do.
So LT opts to pass to Al-Jabori on the corner. Now LT back inside. Jack Desmond scored a bunch of nice tries yesterday for the Lions out of St. Charles, Missouri.
They got numbers here.
Out to the corner. Spangenberg says, can't find the grip. Almost forward. Yes, it was indeed. And so Evan Williams gets the pass, but it's just drifted forward. So Iona withstands the first possession from last year's champion.
Yeah, you see him signaling there. Just a skill breakdown. Those passes didn't go to hand, so that killed the momentum. And then when he looked to come back on short side, his Lindenwood teammates hadn't got back deep enough. So a good opportunity for Iona.
And how about this kid, Connor Buckley, with the ball in hand? He's been good for Iona.
Bind.
Very
Set.
competent scrum half, Buckley. Out wide. And there is Buckley trying to get something going. Here comes the defense of Lindenwood. Lots of pressure from the men in black. Iona retains possession. Out wide, Mike Scarcella goes to work with Santiago Mascolo. And we talked a lot about defense. Pool play, Gareth, this Iona team only allowed 12 points.
Yeah, no, not a belief. As we
Oh,
said.
whoa.
Look at that.
Look at that, Michael Morrow. Can't find the offload.
Oh.
Ouch.
But a good job of getting there by Scarcella. And now out wide in the hands of Buckley. Help on the corner from Felikitonga, but he won't need it. Inside, DiGiorgio.
Uh-oh.
Ball's got to go.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
and that is Santiago Mascolo. He's going to do it on his own. He reaches out, scores a try.
Well, credit Buckley for redirecting the attack. He saw nothing was on the left side. See, he goes left. This is the breakout. Really good awareness. Probably his teammates needed to get to him quicker. They know he's not going to be able to finish from that kind of distance. A little bit of an awkward tackle here, but he's okay. Here's the big man, Morrow.
Yeah, and here's the try coming in from the middle. Just a nice break, committing a couple of tacklers in the gap in the middle of the field. And look at this leg drive. He will not be denied. Diving over the line, stretching the big body out there. But it was the composure of Iona playing through the phases. Support was there, moving it back and finding the gap in the middle that got the first try against last year's champs. What a start from Iona.
And we talk about the attrition on day 2. It looks like Evan Williams coming off for Lindenwood with a bit of a shoulder injury. He'll sit down and be replaced by Rodriguez. There's Christian Rodriguez. A good look at the All-American, wearing the number 9 for Lindenwood. He's got feet like DeMonte Noble from Kutztown.
That's the new standard, eh?
Exactly.
It's going to be a penalty for not getting back, coming in from your own side of the ruck.
And going quickly, number 4, Jack Desmond.
Oh,
Over the ball quickly.
Hey,
Oh, a
it's
knock
on.
on. And a gift. Here comes advantage.
got to use it.
Iona, 2 men on the outside. The dummy.
Oh,
The
loses
ball
it.
dropped. Somehow goes backwards off Iona. Connor Buckley says, all right, boys, let's chill it out for just a minute. Goes back to the blind. There's 5 on 3. And there is Felikitonga, but doesn't have
what
the
a
pace
hit.
and a great hit in the corner by number 9, Christian Rodriguez.
Well, credit Lindenwood for getting the defense back over there. They were really slow to realign, but they did get 2 bodies over there to put the big tackle in.
And Colin, you were on the wing for many years. You got to be taught to take that hard step back inside off the touchline. Can't get pushed out.
The way we talked about going out of bounds as a winger is you're just falling off the cliff. It's just a turnover. You got to take that hard left plant foot, push off the side, and really drive your body into the guy's belly button.
Iona not done, though. There is Scarcella. Buckley digs it out, finds Powers. Oh, and the forecast of the kick pass coming. Feliki Tonga. Will he get a kind hop?
Oh.
No, it looks like carried over as well.
White scrum.
So a scrum to Iona. That's a brilliant outcome for what could have been a waste of possession.
So what we're looking for there, if that ball had gone over the white line and then touched down by Black, then they get a 22. But it was carried over, so big scrum. And there is Kutztown through in dramatic fashion. These two fighting to go up against them.
When you want to talk dramatic fashion, how about if Iona unseats last year's champion?
Yeah.
A lot of rugby left to play.
Let's play.
What we said in the beginning.
Don't want to jinx the Gales.
We said at the beginning the competition is fierce. It is absolutely anybody's game. Iona up 7-0 with a minute left to play in this first half with a 5-meter scrum. The tournament is fierce.
And you got to say they're looking sharper than Lindenwood at the moment. They're looking more like a team. And this man's doing damage, Mara, right through the middle.
Space. Does it open up? Nope. Closes down quickly in the form of number 12, Marna Spangenberg. On the corner. Feliki Tonga gives it away. Unfortunate. Iona had done everything right to get the ball down to the 5-meter line.
Just as we're singing their praises, working well as a team. They have this great attacking platform, 5-meter scrum, work their tails off to get down there, and Lindenwood getting out of jail free. Now they got to go 95 across the other way, get out of trouble themselves. But still, Iona looking strong in this first half. They come away with 7-point advantage. Huge victory going into the second half.
Lindenwood will try and change that now. 10 seconds to play. That's more than enough in sevens.
Yep, you got to go 9 meters per second if you are Lindenwood, and this might just be the case. Over the shoulder tackle, a penalty. So Rodriguez going quickly. Out to the corner. Out of the hands of LT. And then Tyron Aljabori bundled into touch. Iona going to go to the half with a 7-point lead. Can they hang on? We will find out when we come back for the second half of the second Cup quarterfinal.
Gangs are forming to liberate tacos from Tuesday. So whether your gang is crunchy, soft, or straight up locos, it's time to come together and fight for tacos any night.
Are they dance fighting?
Taco Bell Party Packs. Order ahead or get it delivered for your gang on TacoBell.com.
This season, T-Mobile is partnering with Little League to make sure every kid can feel like an all-star. With T-Mobile, parents across the country can share the action, the highlights, and the lowlights. And the stars of tomorrow get a chance to shine today. From Little League to the big leagues, T-Mobile has you covered. Now connecting 99% of baseball fans. T-Mobile.
You know commitment. You know preparation. You know the game plan. You know exhilaration. You know rugby. And when you want to try something new, when the unexpected happens, when you want to move on up, and when you're ready to retire, we'll be there because we know life. The Penn Mutual Life Insurance Company, your game plan for insuring life.
Back in Philly for Men's Cup quarterfinal number 2. The winner to face Kutztown in the semifinal. Iona with a 7-point lead. Not really comfortable with a lead like 7 points against Lindenwood, who is the defending champion from last year. Good look at Paul Enright.
Does he look
the
comfortable?
coach. He doesn't look comfortable. One of the great stories about this Iona team is one of their alumni, Pat Quinn, who was one of the founders of the Ice Bucket Challenge with ALS. They've raised $220 million for ALS research, and Pat Quinn is a friend of the team. Coach told me they spend every week, they go to his house and visit, and he's been an absolute inspiration. On the sidelines here this week to watch his Iona Gales, and they got to be doing him proud.
Well, they're being inspired right now, and fits right in with
Look
the
at the hits
team of the
coming
tournament.
in. Iona's defensive pressure is unrelenting.
Well, you can't dive on a man on the ground.
Number 1.
Uh-oh,
Deliberate
door to the
knock.
pocket.
Deliberate knock on first, though, from Santiago Mascolo, the try scorer. So that is a tough 2-minute penalty. Mascolo will sit down. Lorenzo Thomas trying to make quick work of the advantage.
Well, this is the door opening that Lindenwood needed. 7-on-6 for 2 minutes.
Let me ref the match.
Yeah, you're good.
You love when the ref takes over. Hey, shut your pie hole. I got this thing.
Easy there, young fella.
Christian Rodriguez, great steps, as I've mentioned before. Out to number 5, that's Sam Chapman. Tyron Al-Jabori feeds the big man. And he goes to work, gets through 2 tacklers, gets through. Well, the offload is clean. Rodriguez in support. One more pass. Will this end up in a try? Oh, the tackle missed by number 5, John Powers, and so a score. Lindenwood finally answers back.
Well, for me, this is about Lorenzo Thomas making the right decision. He knew they were 1 short in defense. Just keep that ball alive. Don't risk a 50-50 pass. Once it goes through the hands, they're just overstretched the Iona defense.
On that try from Sam Chapman, the first score that Iona has allowed in the last 6 halves of rugby. Defense wins championships, Colin. It's keeping them in the hunt here. Important conversion to come.
It was just a little bit of ill discipline by Iona. A couple penalties, the yellow card.
Sneaks it in on the conversion to keep it level scores.
Clutch 2-pointer from Christian Rodriguez. So all square here with 4 and some change left in the second semifinal. Free kick in front of the kicker, says the referee.
Ooh, that's a big penalty for Lindenwood.
So no different than American football. You got to be behind the kicker when it's kicked.
The big man Wesley White on the outside coming in. He's a big danger man for Lindenwood. He's been sitting down looking to get some action, but got to get the ball back from Iona.
Okay.
They've been pretty great in terms of ball possession, keeping the pill away.
And they're going to be able to get their player back on the field as well. So a huge mistake by Lindenwood. One of the best players for this Iona Gale squad, wearing the number 1 jersey, the try scorer, Santiago Mascolo. There's Feliki Tonga. Out to Buckley. There is the well-rested Mascolo. Out to Scarcella. Scarcella bottled up nicely by Tyron Al-Jabori. And great work on the ground by Lorenzo Thomas, LT, putting in the dirty work.
That's a championship play right there, getting over the top. We talked about working in groups of 3. Support just too late for Iona.
Connor Burns dishes to Christian Rodriguez. Trouble. Second score in 6 halves now from Iona. And have Lindenwood found the keys to the floodgates?
Well, I'll tell you one of the keys, steal the ball off the opposition. This was after Lorenzo Thomas had stolen it. Good ball in 2 hands and the one-on-one. That's good all day for Christian Rodriguez. He does be kept out wide though, so the conversion's gonna be harder. That's after the steal. I did my work, now quickly tap and go. Let's find the holes in this defense.
There's just great presence of mind as well, looking out to the outside, coming back to where his support was, and the gas to get it down on the corner. That's that vision a championship team needs, to take advantage of the turnover, hit on the gas, then get the score, and they're back in front of this match.
Can they make it a 7-point advantage? No, just the 5.
Rodriguez kicks the ball towards New Jersey instead of the posts. I'm told he kicks it toward Delaware. Our stats man, Mike Shute, keeping me honest here. All right, Lindenwood, importantly, receives its own kickoff.
Getting up with the ball.
So he was tackled. The referee's going to say because the tackle was completed, he can't stand up. He has to release that ball.
Come on.
Good look at Santiago Mascolo, and spent some time in the sin bin. And with only a 5-point deficit, this team from Iona can score. They're very composed. They know their structure. They understand it well.
They lost their shape a little bit there in defense, and then that kickoff, that was a crucial error. But now they got the ball back. They're going to try and gain some territory with a kick, but he shanked it.
Oh, no, big mistake.
Shanked it. Why in the world would he go for distance?
Nobody interested in going in to poach the ball. Interesting option from Iona. They stay out of the ruck. Here comes the defense up hard.
Good gamble.
Got to make something happen here if you're Iona.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Great job in the tackle. There, Mike Morrow. Up hard comes the defense of Lindenwood.
On the neck.
No, they're saying the cleanout was on the neck.
Neck
On the
roll.
neck in the rock.
The big man.
Wesley White, Christian Rodriguez looked forward to me, but not to the refs. And White regathers, and he'll score, and this will be the dagger to keep Lindenwood in the hunt.
Well, two big refereeing calls completely killed the momentum for the Gales. And Lindenwood are subdued happy. I think they know they've dodged a bullet here. This was the final pass that looked well forward. Not called, so try to Lindenwood.
10. Give about 10 seconds.
Yeah, Lindenwood doing a good job here, just getting the ball out to the corner. That's a speculative pass, but play on, says the referee. Lindenwood getting the skills and the support from the inside from big Wesley White, the substitute in the second half, adding some fresh legs and getting last year's champions through to the semis.
Kick to come. It's all academic, though. Won't matter. So zero's on the clock. This is just a formality for Christian Rodriguez and a deflated Iona team. 7-point lead at the half and 19 unanswered points from the defending champs.
First arriver.
But you got to think, not pretty from Lindenwood, but at the end of the day, you got to do what you need to do to get each victory on the day, advance it. So as long as you get the W, keep on playing in this tournament, Lindenwood's got to be happy.
Felicatonga puts it on the ground. That'll end the match. Well, hearts broken
Full time.
at Iona. They represented their school well here in Philly, but it'll be Lindenwood moving on. Relief on the face of Josh Macy. We'll be back for the third quarterfinal.